They're very same, but they're also very different.
Perfect timing. They're very same. They're very different. But you know, it's not the very same, Drip. The fact that number one, we are live, and number two, the PS5 and the Switch have both sold 3.5 million. They're very same, but they're very different because the Switch 2.
They're very same, but they're also very different.
Because the Switch 2 did those numbers in 4 days, where it took the PS5 30 days. 30 days, Drip. They beat it by 26 days. Imagine what it could sell. Imagine what it could sell in 26 more days.
None, because nobody can get them.
What's up, Power Man? Good to see you, man. I remembered to make the stream live 5 minutes ago. I did it early. I'm such a good boy.
You are.
How you doing, man? If you're watching the stream after the live stream is concluded and you're watching the VOD, feel free to skip forward a couple minutes and we'll begin the actual recording of the show. But for now, this is the pre-show, hanging out with the chat. What is up, Mr. Smith? What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to have you.
Mr. Smith.
Power Mag, good to see you. Hey, guys, like the stream?
Nemesis, Mr. Smith.
Gonna make this, not Q&A.
Yeah, we've been playing some serious Mario Kart, man.
Oh, hell yeah,
I'm telling
man.
you, I am so pumped to be able to stream and have fun with Mario Kart like that. Oh, man. Ty's been in there, too. What's up? Power Mad, too, obviously. Everybody's been in there, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, we had like 14 the other night in there. We had a bunch in there. I want to get all 24. So if you're watching this and you're not hanging out on any of the live streams, you better get there. Because we're going to be streaming tomorrow night. Actually, tomorrow night. Jeep tells me I'm an idiot and I need to go an hour later, so I'm not going to start till 8.
I didn't say that.
We're going to do it. It's going to be great. And we're going to get all 24 spots filled.
Honestly, your 7 o'clock time works fine. I mean, I didn't say it was a terrible time.
You yelled at me, told me I was an idiot, smacked me in the side of the head. And I mean, I'm gonna listen. I'm sick of getting beat up, so fine. So
yeah, I frequently beat you up via the internet. It's something I do commonly all the time.
He waits till I pay him for video editing, and then he hires a guy to come to my door. I open the door, the guy slaps me.
Yes. I use your own money to hire somebody to come beat you up, and you just do it. You do it over and over and over.
It's a very nasty, vicious cycle. It's really just gross, honestly.
Yeah. Joey Pitts, what's up, man?
That's how we live.
Caffeine, what's up, dude? Hey guys, this is the first live stream since we got the Switch 2. Hey, it was last week, guys. Last week we were going to pick these up after the stream. And now this week we're 6 days technically, 7 days. You know, actually for me it is 7 days because I picked mine up on the 6th, or excuse me, the 4th. So it is 7 days for me.
I was technically the 5th, but
right.
I hadn't gone to bed. So,
and if you guys watched
finger check,
yep. And beer of the week.
We are fused back together. We are one piece again as of today.
Yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying that B-roll and Drip's videos where he's got that Band-Aids on. It's been great.
I think we're still going to go Band-Aid for the B-roll because it's kind of nasty.
Yeah.
But we are feeling better. We're feeling better.
Good.
We're feeling better.
I'm
Joey
glad.
Pitts, beer check. I got hard Mountain Dew. I've seen that. I've tried that. Not the biggest fan of that. I still have the same thing just because I bought this whenever it was last week and it's still here. The half and halves. But this one is an original. Just regular half and half.
I, Drip, am drinking Great Value Purified Drinking Water.
That's crazy. I just got rid of all my Great Value. No, I didn't. Great Value Purified Drinking Water.
There you go. I actually had an icky tummy earlier. I went for my walk, got home, ate some lunch. It did not sit good with me. I probably should have, released, but I managed to keep it in. And I'm kind of scared to eat dinner, so I'm just kind of relaxing with some nice water until everything passes through its way it needs to go, if you catch my drift. So that's what we're doing for the rest of the night, some water. I really want to drink beer, though.
Probably a good idea. I have a little bit of a story about that, too, about, what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
So, do you remember the pool I took you guys to when you were here last time?
Yes.
Okay, that's gone.
Yes, I remember that.
Level, filled in. New pool's open. Went there today. Amazing. Holy shit. Like, crazy nice. giant
Awesome.
slides.
I can't wait to
They
go there
got
next
food
year.
trucks coming in. They've got like, it's all cement, like big chairs. Dude, splash pad, lazy river, diving board, slides, kids area, adults, like, dude, it's just amazing. They had to shut down early today though because a kid threw up in the pool.
Oh no! Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, we were gonna leave about 4 o'clock, and it was about 3:40, and they were like, everyone out of the pool.
That's right after got off our call.
Yeah, it was like right after that.
Poor kid. Poor everybody. Yeah. By the way, people are hopping in chat tonight. I appreciate you guys. What's up, Ty? Who else is here? Spartan, what is up, man? Martin is here. What's up, Martin? I got lucky. Hi. Just got my Nintendo Switch 2 in a trade plus more car. Hell yeah! Can we ask what you traded? I want to know. Is it firstborn? Pinkies? We lose those frequently around here.
That's true.
And Drip,
true.
I want to mention this too. You were talking about how you stream Mario Kart. We did also stream Mario Kart on this podcast channel just a few days ago.
That's true.
If you guys didn't see that, if you're in the live stream now, you weren't in the live stream last week, just know that. And by the way, Drip, I'm thinking about Sunday now because you're going to be available Sunday night, correct?
Yes, I will. Yeah, if you wait till Sunday, we can both stream on the podcast.
Yeah, so I'm going to make it the proclamation right now that Sunday. What is the date? The Sunday the 15th at I think we'll start at 7 p.m. Eastern. Does that sound like a plan, Drip?
Yes, that should be fine.
7
I should be
p.m.
home by then.
7
It's
p.m.
Father's Day. It's Father's Day.
Oh right. Well, yeah. I mean, if you can't make it because of Father's Day, I
No,
understand.
it should be cool. It should be cool. I think. I mean, my kids will be here most of the day. They're gonna be going back to mom's later that evening. But I usually meet her around 5:30, 6 o'clock anyway. Should be good. I'm gonna meet up with my dad. I know we're gonna eat and do all that stuff. And then by the time that's all done, we're probably going to be doing all the meeting stuff. And then I'm going to be coming back here around that time. So that should be good. If not 7, 8 for sure. I'll keep you updated. But yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So guys, be back on this channel Sunday evening around 7 p.m. Eastern. And we'll be live streaming some Mario Kart World with you guys. It'll be a lot of fun. It's very interactive. And maybe we'll play around with Game Chat on Sunday. Might play around with some Game Chat. I know you guys were asking last week to play with the Game Chat. And I was like, we'll play with the Game Chat on Sunday. Okay. For sure. That's cool. Members get priority, though. If you're a member of the show and you want to get in the Game Chat, you get priority.
I need to go back to a few things. Megaboy, Drip Alvenio, Moyu shipping, let me know. I will let you know. I'm going to be shipping stuff actually to Jeeb tomorrow. So I will shoot you a text or a DM somewhere tomorrow morning before I do that. Megaboy's trying to get that mic and that capture card. I said, dude, you pay shipping, I'll send it to you.
Sweet.
It's just sitting here.
Sweet. Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And Mega, if you need any help with tech support, you know who to call.
Yes.
Not Drip. Don't call Drip.
The Mac part of it I can probably help with. But man, I'll tell you what, I haven't set up anything like that on a Mac in a while. Doing it it's so seamless now. It just works. Everything just works.
Yeah.
It's so much better than it used to be.
Dudes and Monsters in the chat. What's up, dude? Glad to see you guys in the feed with them reviews.
The pool, he said.
Dude.
Hey, seriously though, have you been up there? For those of you who don't know, dude is local to me. Have you been to the new pool? Because whoa. Unreal, man. It looks so cool up there. Dude, I'm so pumped. And
that's
we got high quality H2
too. That's high quality H2O right there.
Oh yeah, I did see that too, Mark. that's high quality H2O.
For the pool and for the water, you know.
D-brand kill switch I ordered looks nice. What do you think? I also think it looks nice. I don't have one coming yet. I will be checking it out. It's on the list, but it's also expensive. And D-brand also told me to get fucked. So I don't have it coming here to be reviewed.
How do we rate this trade? I'm back and forth on it. So he gave $150 plus his Scarlet and Violet OLED. And I don't know what limited edition game means, but Tears of the Kingdom limited edition. You mean the whole collector's edition? Is that what you mean? Because if it's the whole collector's edition with the box and everything and a 150, I think you overpaid a bit. But at the same time, you know, if it's not available in your area, I guess, you know, I don't know.
Yes.
Good deal?
Yes, that's what it was.
If you're happy, you're happy. Okay. If I was me, I'd be very unhappy
don't
to make
listen
that
to
trade.
Chief.
Well, here's
Listen
what I traded. That
is a great That is a great trade.
Do you want to listen?
A great trade because you know what? You don't need that collector's. You don't need that. You don't need it. It's gonna sit on the shelf. You're not gonna get anything out of that.
I'm being
you don't need that
I'm a hypocrite.
OLED.
Let me explain how I'm a hypocrite. Because I sold things to buy my Switch 2. Okay. Here's a list of things that I sold. I sold a Steam Deck. And all part of this is not all this money went to the Switch 2, but basically all of it. It went to my OLED. Excuse me, went to the Switch 2 and taxes. So I sold the Steam Deck. I sold my Switch 2 OLED complete in box. I sold many controllers that you gave me. I sold those so I could afford this thing. Like 8-bit do, brand new controller, a big pair of Joy-Cons that are worth like $50. A Steam Deck dock. I think it's about it. I mean, that's like $800 worth of stuff that I sold to pay off taxes and the Switch 2. So I mean, like, I'm a hypocrite. So you made a good deal. You probably gave less than I gave. So, but I said pay taxes. There we go.
No, I think that, dude, that Scarlet and Violet OLED. You don't even need it. You got a Switch 2 now. Who cares?
Right. That's a wash. I think my issue is with the 150. That's my issue. He gave him cash. If that deal doesn't include cash, I think you gave a solid deal to this guy. That's my opinion. But if it was 150 or not, the Switch 2, I think you made the right call.
Either way, you got a Switch 2.
That's right.
That's right.
We got Switch 2s.
Mirror.
Yeah, exactly. It's in the past, man. I mean, you're going to hold on to this stuff in the future, and you're going to be like, I'd rather get the experience, start making new experiences right now than hold on to my past experiences for the future. I'm less sentimental as I get older here. I'm like,
I just...
get rid of the stuff if you're not using it. Use it to get things that you're going to make new experiences with. This thing is a game console, but it's also making new experiences. That's what's important. It's that people give gamers shit because it's just video games. What are you doing? Go to concerts. I literally was told that by a lady at my GameStop.
I do that too.
It's like, yeah, you're right, but like this thing gives you Tears of the Kingdom was an experience.
Yeah,
no doubt.
It was a great one.
The experience to go get it, the whole thing.
Mario Kart World has been an experience. Hey, I rolled the credits on it today, actually.
Really? I didn't know there were
Went
credits.
Through, you roll the credits by going through each of the cups and winning them, which I did in 150cc. No big deal. Unlocked Rainbow Road completely. Unlocked all the characters. No big deal.
Yeah. I go to Fortnite concerts, dude. Dudes go to the Fortnite concerts. That's the
dude. I've been to several of them. They're great.
Martin, we did a whole video on what a game key card is. I'm gonna be a jerk, and I'm gonna tell you to watch our videos, and then you'll find out what it is. Go watch our content. Subscribe. Do all the things. Have you unlocked mirror mode? I have not. Drip, have you unlocked mirror mode?
I don't know. Did I? I did that. Does that mean it's unlocked? I did it in 150. I haven't done 50cc or 100. Is that? Let me look. I don't know. I don't know if I unlocked mirror mode.
Yeah. Guys, if you're hanging out and you're enjoying your time, please remember to like the stream. You guys are killer tonight. Like, seriously. There's 20 hanging out. Already 15 likes. Appreciate you guys. That's all we can ask. You guys come in. We give this shit to show. We give this
Another nemesis.
Beer, what's
Another
up?
nemesis.
We give you this show for free, and in return, we just like you to watch it. That's all we ask.
Single player, Grand Prix. We'll go with Penguin Boy. Whatever, Dolphin Cart. Mushroom.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to see if I have mirror mode. I don't. I only have 150, 150. How do you unlock mirror mode? You need to...
There's a thing. I think Austin John Plays made a video on that.
10 coins, 10 Ps, and 10 question blocks. I haven't done free roam at all. Barely, just to see what it is.
Yeah,
I've been playing online.
I probably got enough P switches, but I definitely have not got enough blocks, peach blocks, or question blocks and peach coins. I've not got enough of those yet. Guys, we got a big show to get to tonight. Not as far as topics, or it's we're just gonna talk about the Switch too. But there's two things I want to highlight before we get recording here for you guys to be aware of when we're going into the recording. First thing we'll talk about is the absolute insane pace the Switch 2 is selling at, and we're going to talk about that for a great deal at the beginning. We're also going to tell you guys that this stream is sponsored by Skull & Co. /Savage Raven, their new name. If you guys want to get 10% off, use code DRIPMedia. You can get 10% off of Savage Raven's website. They make some sick products. I know in the past, Satisfy's been my favorite. I've been on record saying that multiple times, and I'm not trying to be, a Skull & Co. shill, but let me tell you right now, seriously, guys, this is like incredible feel. Like, this is an improvement. It's the same. It's the same in a lot of ways. It's very same, but very different. Drip.
They're very same, but they're also very different.
No, like I already bought my Satisfy grip, but that's not going to be here till July. So this thing right here is going to be on my Switch for another month, maybe 2 months. And honestly, it might stay on my Switch. I love this thing so much. I might just be putting that beat 'em up special edition
you guys,
on eBay.
Skull & Co's been my thing. It's been my thing since Switch 1, Switch Lite, all of them. I love it. And that is the cool thing about this. I think that's like, and we're going to talk about the sponsor later. I don't want to get on it right now, but you and I talked about this. The V1 for the Switch 2 is already perfect. It's just perfect. Right. Like all the little things that was wrong with like the original ones that came out for the OLED and like the little tweaks that they kept coming back, and each one was a little different, like all ironed out. This one is just perfection. It's perfect.
Yes. We're gonna get to the weird battery thing. Drip, are you up on the weird battery thing?
I am a little bit up on the weird battery thing. I'm gonna do it. We should do it live.
I was gonna ask you, can you do it? Because it's super simple. You could do it while we're recording.
I need do I have to plug it in?
I don't know if you have to. They say to plug it in, but that's all. I think that's only because like the risk of it dying while you do it is.
My dock's right here. I can unplug the thing out of the back and plug it in.
Yeah, to be safe, I would do it, but it's not necessary, I don't think. But yeah, so there's a weird battery thing with the Switch 2. You guys might need to do this at home. Trust me, if you're not tech savvy, it's a super simple process. Nintendo has directions. We're not linking the directions, but you can go search this. You can go search the directions online. Maybe somebody in Discord is going to share with us in the Discord. Maybe somebody can put that link in there with the Nintendo directions. But it's a super simple thing you got to do. Basically, what's going on is the battery percentage is wrong on a lot of Switch 2s, including mine. And we'll talk about that more in a minute. And then the Pro Controller. Somebody tore down the Pro Controller. And there's a lot of interesting things going on inside of here that we want to talk about. There's a reason why the sticks feel like butter, feel like lubricated metal. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why, and we're going to talk about that.
It's a finely tuned little instrument, that's for sure.
That's correct. Drip, do you want to get started?
Sure, yeah.
Let's fucking do it, bitch. If you guys have not liked the stream yet, please do that. We're going to start recording this episode. Welcome everyone to the Drip G Podcast. I'm your host, Uncle G, and with me is host Drip Media Gaming. We record this podcast live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. Also check it out on YouTube, and if you want to become a member on YouTube, get extra podcast content every single month. Drip, this is the first live podcast since the Switch 2 has graced our hands. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Kiss it again. I love this thing. Drip, where's yours? You're pressing buttons over there, but dude, and this Pro Controller is so good. We're going to talk about the Pro Controller tonight. We're going to start off with the Switch 2, though. The Switch 2, dude. Holy
I got one. I got
crap.
one, too. It's right here.
Holy crap. I want to hear your a little story about your pre-order experience. I'll tell you a little story very quickly about my pre-order experience, but we're first going to tell you that Nintendo of Japan has officially put out the sales numbers for the first 4 days. Are you ready for this? I wish we had a drum roll, please sound. We need one of those.
Drum roll. Whoever's supposed to be remembering the things that we're supposed to remember, write that down. Drum roll for the soundboard. That's right.
The Switch 2 has sold 3.5 million in the first 4 days. And to give you, like, what does that even mean? I don't understand. The well, we won't go there yet. Let's go with the Switch 1, because that sounds more reasonable to compare it to. The Switch 1, in its first 29 days, but we'll call it 30, sold 2.75 million in 30 days. In 30 days. This is 4 days.
And the Switch has sold what? 3.5 million?
3.5 million. almost the same amount of Steam Decks that are out in the wild all time.
Yes. Yes.
In
but
the first 4
Steam Deck
days.
is definitely the Switch killer, right? It's the Switch 2 killer, for sure.
But listen, Drip and I like the Steam Deck. It's just not for us. And we both owned
It's
it.
fine.
We both
it's great.
sold it.
It's just all these people out here saying, "Oh, just get a Steam." Why?
We're not here to talk about that.
Because it seems like everybody else is saying that too. Yeah, just get a Steam Deck.
But get this: the PS4, Drip, the PS4, okay, sold 2.2 in the first month. A very successful console.
30 days.
First month, yeah, 30 days. Not 4 days.
Million.
30 days. And the biggest one of them all, the PS5, the granddaddy here of big sales on launch day. The former record holder, I believe. I don't know that for sure, but
yes,
I believe
it is a record holder. I do know that.
It's not anymore because in its first 30 days, the PS5 sold 3.5 million. So they're on par, but the PS5 took 26 more days to do it.
Yes, yeah. The Switch 2, I mean, just to put it in a sentence, the Switch 2 sold as much as the PS5 did in 30 days in 4 days.
Yeah.
3.5 million consoles in 4 days.
Yeah, and actually Megaboy brings up a perfect point, which I should go over. I forgot, but I should go over this. It's an unfair comparison because the PS5 was not readily available because it came out in 2020 during COVID. So
yes,
it's not.
But also, there
it's
were
not
pre-orders
apples to
just
apples.
like their pre-orders are ready, man. They had pre-orders. They went up. They had. I mean, you got to think about that.
You
too.
have to agree. It's fair to point that out and mention.
It is fair to point that out, and I don't know all the details, but I will say that you can't go buy a Switch 2 anywhere right now.
Well, yeah, in store, no. Yeah, not in store.
I mean, even online, it's there are not many places. And I mean, even when the PlayStation 5 came out, it was very hard to get. That's for sure. But the pre-orders were there. They did pre-orders just like any other console. That was a very weird situation how they did that, but they had them. They were hard to get afterwards, that's for sure. But I mean, that was kind of also, I mean, if we're gonna be fair about it, as the month goes on, that's kind of where my concern is. The rest of the month, because of what we're talking about right now. The fact that you can't just walk into a store and get one right now. And we don't really know when restocks are going to be happening. We know that Nintendo's trying as hard as they can to get as many out in stores and out in the wild as they possibly can. Obviously, that's what they're doing. Why wouldn't they? I mean, clearly there's a demand for their product. But we don't know when that's going to be. We don't know how that's going to go. That's my big question about what the numbers are going to look like in 30 days. Like, I know this is going to be like the big lump of it. I do understand that. Yeah. But, I mean, okay, in your opinion, how much higher does this go once we get to that 30-day mark?
That is an impossible question to answer. Only, the experts, so quote unquote, people who study the markets right, for a living, those people probably can answer that question better. I want to hear their opinion. I'm just going to give you my guesstimation. My guesstimation is going to be 10 million.
In 30 days.
In 30 days. And my guesstimation is based on the fact that Nintendo has the stock. I feel like based off how pre-orders went, how launch day went, because I know my Best Buy had like 300 plus units. I think there was probably about 150 to 200 people in line for the pre-orders. And then the non-pre-order line, I think they probably gave out at least 100 of them to the non-pre. Like they sold out clean house that night at Best Buy. Just my guesstimation based off my own, anecdotal, knowledge and information. I feel like it's safe to say they can sell worldwide. They can sell 10 million in the first month based off of the fact that 3.5 million have already been sold as of 2 days ago.
That's absolutely insane. That number. I mean, I remember when we were talking about this, like, and I mean, it's a wild number because we were talking about it breaking the record of the first month of a launch of a console because it was the PS5 with the 3.5 million. And, these experts are they predicted at first, wasn't it like 6 or 7 million in the first month, and then they move that
Yes.
up to like 12 or something like that.
To my understanding, the first numbers that came out were 6 to 7. I think you're right on about that. And then the next estimations were because things were growing and rapidly, and they updated us. They were estimating this is to their investors, correct?
No,
Or
this
no?
is just what analysts and stuff were saying.
Oh, these are
online.
analysts, not Nintendo. I thought this was Nintendo.
Not Nintendo themselves. No,
Analysts,
this is not what,
yeah.
This is just people saying like, "Oh, I'm a video game analyst, and I think that this is going to happen because of market this and blah blah blah."
Yeah,
I don't know what they go
I think
off of.
the new number as of before the system was released, the number was between 8 to 12.
I think you're sitting. Yeah, I mean, if they can get the stock out there, I think 10 is reasonable at this point. I mean, okay, let's just stop for a second, though. Let's just stop for a second and just take this in. And I don't mean to be a total Nintendo fanboy here, but I'm gonna be a total Nintendo fanboy here.
Hi, Jeff.
This is absolutely insane. Like, let's just stop and put this in perspective. We are talking about a console not only breaking the first month's sales record of the PS5, which was 3.5 million, but we're talking beat it by not just like, oh, it got 4 million. Oh, it got 5. We're talking possibly 10, 12 million in a month.
Yep.
In a month.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't break the record. That
No.
demolishes that smears the record on the street and lights it on fire. That's crazy.
What's that show with Homelander? You know, that whole show?
The Boys.
It takes that record and puts it inside of the Boys television show and just very gruesomely destroys it with all the gore. You know what I mean? If you know if you've seen the show, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah. Weird, very weird analogy, but
that's what I'm here for, man. I bring them. And before we move on, Drip, I want to get to tonight's sponsor because I really want to tell you guys, like my Lord and Savior, Skull and Co. / Savin Raven. No, we're not those people who knock on the doors. I promise. But we just love the Skull and Co. side grip, Drip, because the Switch 2 is here. It's in our hands, and it's actually bigger and heavier than ever. It is obviously the biggest model, heaviest model that is out there, and which is a perfect reason to pick up a grip from today's sponsor, Savage Raven. Now, they are sponsoring this episode, but Drip and I swear up and down that this is one of the best grips you can buy, if not the best grip you can buy right now, especially because, I'll just say it, Drip, Satisfy, you can't even get them right now. I pre-ordered mine 2 months ago. I'm not going to get it till July, maybe August. Okay, so this thing is out right now and available, and they got a ton of different products as well to protect your new investment, like stick thumb grips, which are my literal favorite of all time. These things are amazing. I buy them for every controller I have. Not a lie. Before we were ever sponsored, I bought them for everything that I have. They were always the best, yeah. As well as travel cases, screen protectors to protect that screen, and much more. Drip, it's by far, again, like I said, one of the best things you can buy, one of the products best you can buy.
This is the thing I've used for every one of my Switches since I got my first one. The Neo Grip especially. Like, they have a lot of good stuff. The Neo Grip is that thing that I've been using literally since it was available. And with the Switch 1, the OLED, when they put it out, there were kind of like small upgrades, small iterations that they made. Little things got better and better and better and better. But the good thing about this one is this one just came perfect. Just the first one for the Switch 2, it just slid right on. I was so happy when I actually got to put this thing on there. They've made some improvements. There's a little lock on the back.
The lock is key.
Love it. It's nice.
No pun intended.
It's super nice. All their stuff is great. They've got a bunch of new stuff. You can check out their website. We have it linked below. And you can also use the code DRIPMedia at checkout for 10% off. I mean, I don't know.
Get 10% off, guys.
Stuff. I love this stuff, and I'll tell you this: I don't want to spoil some videos I have coming up. But I have some other grips here that I thought I may like better than this one. But I can tell you right now, none have dethroned the king so far. So,
yes, the king.
This is going to be the one I keep using as we go forward here. But yeah, use code DRIPMedia. Go get yours. They're great. They got lots of cool stuff.
Again, that link is in the description. Make sure to click that link and support us, support Drip specifically with that code Drip Media. Get your 10% off. I used it. I certainly used it. It's a great deal. At least get your tax off unless you're in a state with no tax. And thank you, Savage Raven, for sponsoring today's episode. Music's off. Drip.
Yes.
Well, there was something we were talking. I think we were just talking about the fact that there was 8 to 12 million the first month. We were talking about analysts. What were we talking about? Help me out.
I mean, that's it. I mean, there's not a whole lot further to go with that, man.
Yeah.
It's wild. Like once we get to like,
ooh,
where
wait,
this thing
sorry,
is,
have to do this. I'm going to add this to the next sponsor read next week's Power Mad. Get a grip because of Drip. Perfect.
That is good. That's good. That's
all right.
fine.
Got it. Sorry.
I think it's going to be cool to look back in a month and see where this is at.
Yes.
Like we are witnessing something right now. Like this is not only like, obviously we're going to talk about the Switch 2 itself as we go forward here tonight. I love it. Like I absolutely love it. And it's, that's the thing. There's so much hate out there for this thing, but now that it's in people's hands, we're only 4 days in. We haven't even
we're 6
had
days now.
enough. Okay.
Sorry.
We're 4 days in with
actually,
whatever sales numbers we have.
Right.
This is barely enough time for word of mouth to really start getting out there. We have just started that just now.
Mm-hmm.
So like all the haters that were trying to put this thing down, like people have it in their hands now and everyone is loving it. Yes, there's some issues. Nothing's perfect, but the word of mouth is, this is awesome. Yes, it's worth $450. Get one if you can get one. And yes, Jeff, you're right. The haters are buying it too.
They
Clearly,
especially the YouTube haters, the ones that are very public, trying to monetize the rage bait. They're making their money on telling you how much it sucks while they enjoy it and play it in bed before they go to sleep.
Yes. Either way, what's going to be crazy is when we really get down the line here a few years and we start to get into the Switch Lite, the Switch 2 Lite, the Pro, OLED, wherever we end up going. Once we get into that territory, I mean, I have a feeling this thing is going to just be an absolute juggernaut in gaming. This is going to be like the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to double down again. This will be the best-selling console of all time. This is going to be it. I said that before this thing came out. I'm doubling down way harder now because I can see what these sales numbers are. This will absolutely beat everything.
Yeah. Before we get on to...
this, dude,
oh, God, sorry.
This might sell like 250 million, 300 million.
Don't be throwing numbers like that out, Drew.
Dude,
we can't know.
We're talking 3.5 million in 4 days.
Dude, remember Tears? Can I just remind you, just to bring you back to Earth for a moment? Can I just remind you of Tears of the Kingdom?
I don't want to be on Earth. Earth sucks.
Actually, I have it right here. I just had to break open this sealed copy that I had from my collection edition because we were talking about how much we love Nintendo, and here they are ruining my life, making me have to open my sealed copy of Tears of the Kingdom because they changed the system of how game sharing works. I digress. I forgot what I was going to say, but I did want to talk about some things. Yesterday, we talked about in a video. If you guys did not see it, I don't have it linked, but it's on our channel. Go check it out. We just posted yesterday a video podcast, non-live. We do those about twice a week. If you want to check out the channel outside the live streams, we do about 2 video podcasts a week now, including the live not including the live stream. But yesterday, we talked about the good and bad stuff about the Switch 2. So we covered a good bit of stuff there yesterday, but we want to talk about some of them again, and maybe the ones we didn't cover a little bit here now, Drib. We're not going to take too much time on this, but I want to talk about the first thing. One of the biggest surprises with the Switch 2, I think you and I can agree, is game chat. Part of the good stuff. Game chat is because I'm hearing a lot of hate on game chat because it looks bad. And I just want to remind people that Nintendo marketed us this, and they showed us, quote, how bad it would look. right? I mean,
Yes, they did.
And they at the time when it happened, people were knocking Nintendo like, "Oh, it looks like shit. Why would you present that?" And I was saying because they're not false advertising us. They're telling us this is what it's going to look like. Now, and they're not saying this is going to replace your Discord in terms of like day-to-day use. I'm going to use Discord's like my text message app. The game chat's not going to replace Discord. It's in addition to. It's perfect if you're on the Switch and you got other people who have a Switch too. It's perfect for fooling around with your buddies, playing with the background filters, trying out webcams that you already have, like I do. You don't have to buy the camera at all. You can just plug in one of your USB cameras. It's freaking awesome, dude. It's seamless. Cool. It's quick. It's seamless. It's great.
Really well. Yeah, it works really well. Like it's way easier to use than it has any business being, especially being made by who it's made by. Let's not forget what game chat was for the Switch 1. You had to use a phone. You couldn't even do it on the system.
It was terrible.
You had to use an
terrible
app.
Yeah.
Complete garbage. And then they go from that to this, which is like seamless. It just works. Like there's nothing to it. You hit the button, you jump in. That's it. There's a couple things. I did actually watch an RGT video where he was talking about some of the things that he didn't like about certain things. And one of the things he mentioned that I have not, we have not done a lot with it as far as a lot of people coming and going. But I guess there is a functionality where if you want to add somebody, you can't. You have to like make a new call and then put them in. You can't just
didn't know that.
In.
That's a bit of a bummer. I wish people could just join in.
Yeah. So,
that's easy enough to fix if Nintendo gets on their high horses.
Yeah. It's very easy to fix. Hopefully they do fix that. It works so good. It works so well.
Performance, speaking of works really well, this is exactly what I expected, if not more, exceeds my expectations of what I expected from the Switch 2. This thing is great. Is it better than your PS5? Absolutely not. Is it better than your Xbox Series X? Absolutely not. Is it better than the Series S? Blurred lines. It depends is the answer. I'm not going to be a complete Nintendo shill and say yes, but I will, unless they want to pay us and give us free things. But as far as, that's a joke. Take a joke. But as far as, the Series S.
Also not a joke. Hey.
Wink, wink, Nintendo. You kidding me?
Seriously.
I'd sell it so fast for Nintendo. You kidding me? Let's chill. Let's chill to get Nintendo sponsored. The people would love it. Okay.
Listen, that's why we put Johnny on this podcast sometimes. That's why we bring Johnny over, because we need that from him. He's teaching us how to be a shill. I really appreciate the things that I've learned from him so far.
Shout out to Martin in the chat. Haven't seen her name in at least in a long time, if not this is the first time. Martin just said, I just ordered my Savage Raven case today. I need the grip and thumbsticks also. We'll pick it up next week. Hell yeah, Martin. Supporting Skull and Gut, supporting us. We appreciate that, man.
Love that.
Right. So, yeah, dude, the performance of this thing is incredible. It's exactly what it needs to be.
Yeah,
it's exactly what it needs to be. It's not a cent more than what it needs to be, and it's not a cent less than it needs to be. It's going to play your AAA games, and it's going to play your Nintendo first parties in a crisp, high-quality way. On the go or in the dock. Yeah, I mean, that not the best advertisement right there, Nintendo? Come on, call me. Contact
no, it is
contact
good,
gmail.com.
It's exactly where I thought it was going to be. I mean, I've been this is the one game where I'm like, okay, I have something to compare it to very well because I play a lot of it. Fortnite. I play a lot of it on PS5, and I still played a lot of it on my Switch. Just when I went other places, I would take it and play it on my Switch because I don't know, I just did. But okay, Fortnite is not a PS5 experience on the Switch.
Absolutely
not at all.
Can't confirm.
But it is miles beyond what it was on the Switch 1. It runs 60 solid, no issues, looks really good.
I haven't seen
really good.
I don't know if it's a VRR or because everything is so well optimized, but I have not seen a frame drop yet. A frame drop yet.
Yeah, it looks good.
Not a single one.
And we tried out mouse mode the other night.
We did. Lots of issues with
that. Is an experience. whoa, like that. Fortnite and mouse mode, like, whoa.
I had issues with it. I know you were good. If anybody else out there is having issues with Fortnite mouse mode, let me know, because I had those same issues, and I just had to keep restarting the game, and eventually it figured itself out. But also turn off gyro controls. Turn off gyro.
Yeah, the gyro controls were your big problem.
How about this? I'll just throw out a PSA out there for everybody. If you're trying to play a game in mouse mode and it's not working and you're trying to figure out why, if the game has a gyro mode option, turn it off, because that's what worked in Fortnite.
Yes.
So it might work in other games too. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, it was a little bit to get used to, but it's a really fun experience, man. It's really fun. Like the mouse mode in general. Like third-party companies, get on a mouse.
Please make a mouse.
Hurry
I don't want to use these.
Whoever gets this
I don't
out
wanna use
first
them.
is going to be the one. Because I do know, like I said, I've already talked to 8-Bit Dude. They are not working on one at the moment.
Maybe
They were very interested in my ideas of why I think it's such a great idea. I mean, my thing to them was, I don't think people know they want this yet. It's because they don't have it in their hands. When they get this thing, because I used it, like when they get this thing and realize, oh, this Joy-Con is not really that comfortable as a mouse, they're gonna be like, man, I wish I had like a dedicated mouse with all the face buttons on it. Because you still need the face button. You still need the home button, capture button, ABXY plus. And honestly, you kind of do need the stick too for some things. It turns the stick off in Fortnite. I know that.
Yeah.
Unless you do it in that other mode where you can use the stick.
Right.
Oh God. Yeah. That's too much.
Let's move off of mouse mode. They do need.
Yeah, mouse mode's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah. The controller would be awesome, like a mouse controller or whatever.
We need it. We need it bad.
First party Nintendo, please. Come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Right. Don't.
You haven't experienced Welcome Tour yet. I have.
Yeah.
Listen, I am not here to justify the price. This is not me justifying the price. It's stupid that I had to buy it. I know Mrs. G was interested, wanted to try it out, and I was also curious, so I bought it. Okay? It is, I think Alex from Nintendo Life put it perfectly. It is a living manual of the Switch 2. Everything Switch 2. Anything you need to know about the Switch 2, it is a living manual, not a piece of paper that you read, something you play to learn about the game, about the system. Okay? It's the best manual I've ever read, quote unquote. You
just gave me the greatest video idea ever.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's incredible. I mean, it's actually incredible. Like what they've done with Welcome Tour, it really is. It's a great experience. It makes learning basics about the system fun. They even throw some information that they necessarily don't need to throw in, but they do anyway. Just most people are not going to understand it, but you tech nerds would understand it. Like they throw that stuff in there. It's great. It's just a damn shame. It's $10.
I mean, it sucks, man. It's hard.
What
to
a missed opportunity! It's a missed opportunity from Nintendo. To give it to people, just to give it to people.
It's
to
$10.
Experience.
I get it, but you realize, like Nintendo has never done the pack-in game. Really, the only reason. Well, they used to. That's Mario 64 came with the 64. I think actually.
The Wii U gave you free games. The Wii came with Wii Sports.
Okay, but Reggie had to fight for Wii Sports. Reggie had to fight for that.
But he was right.
Yes.
And now Nintendo's learning. Now Nintendo's learning after he's not with the company anymore that he was right. In fact, he was right.
This game should have been in there. This should have been the Wii Sports. I mean, and honestly, there should have been something. Because think about what PlayStation's got Astra's Playroom. That's basically a full-ass game.
Yeah.
And a good one at that.
Right. I want to talk about some. I already told my experiences on Astra's Playroom and Astrobot. I love those games. I want to move on though. We got more. We got lots to cover today. I'm gonna keep it rolling.
Yeah. Keep me on track.
Let's get to some.
Just keep moving.
We're gonna talk about some.
Far away,
we're gonna talk about some of the bad things because how much we love this thing, how much we'll shill for it to the end. We're not gonna hide from the bad things about it. The first thing I want to highlight is the fact that they've completely erased the ability to use third-party docks. Even ones that are 4K supported.
That's a big problem because guess what? Somebody called me out for that today.
What do you mean?
In the comments of my video that I put out of a dock that I thought was going to be compatible with the Switch 2. The title says
Best Switch 2 dock, right?
Best Switch 2 dock, except for one thing. Yep. And then the person in the comments said, if the one thing is that it isn't a Switch 2 dock, then this is some real clickbait. And I was like, oh.
Watch.
Yeah.
Look. They need to look at when the video's posted. The first thing it would have did
Yeah.
was, when was this video posted? That would be the first thing.
Yeah.
I
Well,
looked
I mean,
at.
dude.
But hey, you're not. It sounds. You weren't trying to mislead people. It's just unfortunate Nintendo pulled your pants down like that.
They did. They pantsed me right in front of everybody. Super embarrassing.
Hey, yeah.
That's like, why? Why? Are there going to be any that work? Because like I told you, I've told you this already. I have one on the way here.
I want to find out. We're going to find out.
That a company told me was a Switch 2 dock.
Mm-hmm.
What they said it was. So, like, is it going to work when it gets here? Or did they send it out already? And then now they're finding out, oh, shit, that's not a Switch 2 dock at all. I haven't heard from them, and it's been a while. Now that I think about it, maybe they just bailed on it. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe they did. I don't know.
The dock thing does suck, though. That's awful. Because now, like, my whole idea of just putting docks everywhere, because I had some,
right?
That's just
yeah.
not going to happen now.
We had somebody in our comments saying we were wrong about something, and I haven't tested this myself, but you apparently have. Does not this one, but the original Pro Controller, does it wake the Switch 2 from sleep?
It does not.
You can confirm this?
I can confirm this.
Okay, because
yes,
maybe they told us, like, I have to correct some misinformation here, and actually both were not misinformation. They were mistaken, in fact. Because I'm like, no, Drip. I trust Drip. Drip said that the Pro Controller 2.
No, I did it. No,
so,
I
so
was
no,
set and tried to hook the new one up to the original Switch to see if it would, and it wouldn't. And yeah, the other one won't wake it. At least mine won't.
Right. What's up, Atomic Man?
Mine won't. This one will. This one does.
Yeah, right. So there's only 3 controllers right now that work. It is the Pro Controller, the Joy-Cons, and the GameCube controller for Switch 2. Original first-party Nintendo controllers don't wake the Switch 2, and neither do the third-party ones. They do work. We'll stress that. I think people misunderstood us a little bit. They do work.
Yeah, they work. Yes.
They do not wake this thing from Switch. That's the hold
from
up here.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo's taken the ability away from all the controllers that used to do it. I don't think the 8-bit ones do it anymore either.
Yeah.
Like none of them will do it, which is strange. It's
Yeah.
a very weird thing. I mean, little things like that, that's where I come back to Nintendo. Just like, you're an asshole, Nintendo. It's like, why are you just being an asshole? Like, you're so cool. You can be so cool. You give us these awesome things. And then it's like, oh, yeah, you're a dick. Sorry, forgot.
Yeah. Whoops. There goes our chances for sponsorship.
One
more.
Shit, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Also, we're talking negative about it. That's not going to get us. We're being honest, Strip. You can't get paid from Nintendo unless you're honest. Unless you're not honest. Whoops. Did I say that out loud? Not Johnny.
True. Johnny throws them in the trash can, dude.
That's right. They have to not pay attention to those things. Like Johnny. Just get lucky like Johnny and make them not ignore your other content. Because Johnny's not lying to anybody. One more bad thing. It's kind of a big one, and then we're gonna move on after that. I think this is tomorrow's episode, Drip. I feel like after all this positivity, we need to just trash them a little bit because we need to talk about game sharing on Nintendo. So we're just gonna touch on this tonight.
Oh, dude,
we're just gonna touch on this tonight, and maybe tomorrow morning we'll get into that in more detail.
Yeah, my video about game sharing and how I figured out the new system, the best way to do it is out the fucking window now if you have a Switch 2 because it doesn't work. So I'll explain it. What I was doing is I had my Switch, which I had using the old system, which is checking the internet.
Thank you, Ty.
Which you can still technically do. You can still do that, but it also does the game keycard thing on top of that. You still have to have the game keycard, and you can't just go download the games. Now, this is the thing I haven't checked yet, because I haven't got my kids' Switches back into this yet, because like I said, they've been down at their grandparents' house, and they're just back here like today and last night, and like we've been playing some Switch, but not a bunch. So I haven't got to like put it back in the system and try it out. But like it wouldn't let me just download games from the eShop. It made me go back to the game key card and then hit that and then download from that. But
not a key card. Just
I
want to correct
wasn't
you
in
on
that
that
system.
It's a virtual game card. We can't get, and they made it very similar.
Okay,
it's not your fault.
Virtual game. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. The
I know.
other
It's not you.
stupid name.
Yeah,
of
it's
the
not
thing
you. It's
my bad.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other stupid name.
Yeah.
So the night that I was trying to put games on my Switch 2 when I got it, it's like, oh, well, you're not hooked up. Like, which one of these do you want to take out? And it's like my 2 daughters' switches. Like, which one do you want to take out? Because you can only have 2. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't want any of them. I just want to download this from the eShop.
Yep.
I bought. Let me download the game I bought from the eShop.
They've removed that. You can no longer re-download games. You can't do it. You have to. It's all about key cards now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all through the key cards.
Virtual game cards.
So I had to kick one of them out because I wasn't in the system. I was letting them use the system so they could use the virtual game cartridges. And I would just check. I had them all downloaded. Now, what I'm wondering is when I have them downloaded, if I kick myself back out of that system and put them in, is it going to still try to do that? Or now that it's downloaded, will it say, okay, let me check the internet. Okay, you're good.
I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know yet. That's what I got to figure out. But dude, that's dumb. Okay. This is and we can talk about this more tomorrow. I'm not gonna go deep on this. This is what pisses me off though, because they added this thing, which is like an add-on, and it's like, okay, it's an add-on. You don't have to do it. They even said when they showed it, there's fine print that says you don't have to do this. It's okay. Just go and turn it off, and they give you an option to turn it off. But now it's yeah, you can turn it off, but it doesn't change anything.
It's basically a lie. You can't turn this feature off like they said in their direct back.
No, as far as I can see right now, if you want to download games that you don't have on your system, you have to be one of those 2 switches.
Like when Nintendo advertised that, it may have been just like we misunderstood it because they were very nefarious about how they advertised it. But like with lawyer speak or whatever. But basically, I'm taking it as Nintendo lied to us when they said virtual game cards are a new system, but it's optional. You can go back to the original system. That's a lie. You cannot. After you,
as of right now, no. Unless, like I said, I'm gonna wait till I get some stuff downloaded and I turn it back off and then see how that works. If I can put them back in there, and then I can just play my games, then okay. Then I guess if I want to download stuff, yeah, I have to kick one of them out. Download, that is a pain in the ass, dude.
So
That's so much to have to deal with.
Drip's example is with more than 2 people in the house, especially like if you're dealing with kids. If you got kids, multiple in the same household, this is the person who's going to be screwed. If dad's buying games for kids, dad's games don't work for kids anymore. You have to buy each kid individual games now. If you are a multiple Switch household.
Maybe. I mean,
TBD, but pretty sure. Now, I want to talk about my system because I have sort of figured out how to work my system, okay? It's not perfect, and it's not like it used to be. How it used to be is with a 2 Switch household, okay? Me and my fiance. We're going to say my Switch and partner Switch, okay? How it used to work is I bought the games on my account. And I made my account the main account. So partner's account, partner Switch didn't buy games. Abby, my fiance, she didn't buy even the games that she wanted to play and I didn't. She didn't buy them. I bought them. And then we made the Switch that she plays on. We'll call it this. Just toss my Pro Controller. This is her system. My primary Switch. This is the primary Switch for her. For
your account, your Nintendo account was the primary account on that Switch.
On the partner Switch, and then then my Switch was her primary account. Okay, so that way, and how that works is the games that I buy on my account, I can play on any Switch that I want. But the games that she buys, the games that if she wants to play games that I buy, the Switch that she plays on has to be the primary Switch. It's a very complicated.
Account that bought them.
Drip's made videos on it. Maybe if you're a little confused, maybe you should go check out Drip's videos on it. It's the old system. They're all out of date. That's the old system.
Bullshit now, all of them.
But I bring this up. I bring this up because the old system actually is somewhat similar to how it works now, with a slight big difference. First of all, your primary is the word's gone. They've removed they for some reason have gone. Primary is not the cool word we want to use anymore. Now it's pass enabled. So pass enabled is the new primary. It's the same exact goddamn thing. They just changed the name. Okay. So if you go into your Nintendo account in the eShop, you click on your picture, scroll down, you'll see pass enabled Switch or not. You have to make the Switch pass enabled. So you have to go and make partner Switch, your partner, your girlfriend, your fiance, your boyfriend, whoever it is, make their Switch your account's pass enabled console. Okay. And then you do it vice versa. Then your Switch that you play on is their pass enabled. That makes it so you can play all of your games on your account while checking the internet without any problem. Okay, you check as long as you're checking the internet, you have an internet connection to check the internet. It'll allow you to play your games because you bought them. For her, it's not going to let Partner Switch do that. For Partner Switch, you have to download the virtual game key cards. I'm sorry, the virtual game cards. You have to make sure Partner Switch from your account. So go to Partner Switch, select on your Nintendo account, and download the virtual game cards. Yeah. So just as if you're taking a physical card and plopping it in one by one virtually on her account. That way, her account, it doesn't have to check the internet. It just plays the game, no problem. Okay? Sounds great. So it's actually fixed. She can play. If you had that system set up in the old way, it works the same way now with one big caveat. The big caveat is you can't play games at the same time because it's going to make you check the internet. And once you check the internet, it's going to kick out Partner at any time. So, for example,
airplane mode. Airplane mode.
Nope. Airplane
Doesn't
mode,
work.
It tells you to have to turn back on the internet. No exception.
What?
No exception.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. No exception. So when we
realize they used to tell you that you could do this.
I was going to bring that up. Yes, Nintendo used to, and this is not a workaround. Some people thought this is a workaround. This is not a workaround. Like Drip just said, Nintendo advertised how to do this. This is the way Nintendo wanted you to do it. And they've removed that. Now, but I want to explain, if you don't quite understand at home why this matters, and if I'm making not a big deal out of this, it is. Mrs. G and I are big Zelda fans, okay? We bought Tears of the Kingdom on release day. Well, we did buy, as you can see, I bought it physically. That's not a problem. But we wanted to keep this sealed, okay? So we bought it digitally. We bought the game twice. We did do that, but we only intended on playing the digital version because on release night, she's back there on the TV playing the game. I'm sitting here on my screen playing the game, so we're separated, so we can't see each other's gameplay, so we're not spoiling anything for anybody. We love the same game, and we wanted to only buy one copy. We don't want to buy. Why would you have to buy two copies of the same game for the people who live in the house? That's ridiculous. It's my fiance. I'm not making her buy the game when I just bought the game, Nintendo. Why would you make us do that? So in the old system, it worked fine. She could play the game on her account, my copy of the game, and I could play my copy of the game virtually at the same time, no problems. Okay? Save data goes to the cloud, everything like that. Now with this new system, this is the big caveat. You can't turn on airplane mode. You can't do any of those hacks. They've removed everything. You have to have a second copy of the game if you want to play the game at the same time. So if you want to play Mario Kart with her, you're doing split screen or nothing. Okay? If you want to play Zelda and she wants to play Zelda, you got to buy two copies of the game. No exceptions. And it's a shame that this is the way that they choose to do it. Because there is literally no other reason why they do this besides to take your money.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing.
They want to take your money.
This is the, man, Nintendo's so cool. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Never mind. Nintendo's a dick.
Like we said all night, we fucking love this thing. We fucking love this Switch 2. I will never, I'm throwing it everywhere right now. I will never, not love my Switch 2. I love this thing. And Nintendo's got a soft spot for me on me. I still love it. I still love the company. They're magic. They're like Disney to me. They just got some certain magic that can't be replicated. But that doesn't, just like you love your wife, that doesn't mean you can't tell your wife certain things that bother you to then enhance your relationship. And vice versa. It goes both ways. Although with Nintendo, it doesn't because they're not your wife.
Communication does not go
both
ways.
But it's a healthy thing, and for us, this is our outlet. And for you guys, the chat is your outlet to tell your frustrations. This is a frustrating thing. They're just trying to take our fucking money. And I'm sorry, I don't like to be walked on by billionaires. It's not something that's my favorite thing to do.
And I mean, we're on this one thing for quite some time here.
I know.
So we should probably move on.
I know.
Let's do a whole video on this tomorrow. I have much more to say about this. We'll do a whole video on this tomorrow.
I feel like we already did the video, but I feel you.
Yeah, we did. Okay, cut that out. Post that.
We could do that. I could also cut that out and include it for tomorrow.
We'll save ourselves some time in the morning.
Yeah, I probably will do that actually. Okay. Drip. We have two more things we're going to cover. A weird battery thing for the Switch.
Okay, do you want to let's do this right now. Do you want to do it live?
We should do it tomorrow is what you're saying.
No, I'm talking about this right now. The battery thing. I'm ready to go.
Oh,
we
yes.
can do the battery thing
Yeah,
live
so Drip's
right
gonna
now and
do
see
it.
what happens.
So let's explain it first, and then you're gonna do it. Okay, I'll put the music
you're gonna have
on.
to explain it to me because I don't know. Let's go over the entire
Oh
thing
shit! I
here.
gotta pull up the directions. But that's fine. We can do this. Okay, so
Okay, you tell me the directions. I'll give you guys, while he's pulling up the directions, I'll give you guys at least the basics of this. So there's a battery issue with the Switch 2. Not all of them, I guess, are having this, but people are complaining that the battery life is very low, not what Nintendo has said. Nintendo is saying that it is because the battery needs recalibrated with the system or something like that it's reading
that's
wrong.
right. That is
Some
right.
people are actually going to like low battery status and then being able to play like hours longer. I do know, I believe Megaboyd said he got like 20% more or something like that. It was a big number, maybe not fully 20%, but a lot of people are reporting that they started the number, do this, and then it goes up and it actually calibrates better. So I'm not plugged in right now. I'm going to tell you what I got. My battery is on 61%.
Okay.
So we're going to try this. We're going to see how this goes. You're going to tell me how to do this right now. We're going to do it live and see if it fixes anything.
Hey,
Megaboy
chat
says his went from 23% to 44%.
Steal my thunder, Drip. We're gonna say that in a minute. Let's read the directions. I'm gonna play some music while we do this. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Nintendo gives us step-by-step directions on how to fix this issue. It's actually very simple. If you're at home and you're scared of like breaking your Switch with this, don't be. It's very normal. If you ever restarted a system, it's the same process except for a couple extra buttons. So the first thing you're gonna need, Drip, what you're gonna need is a Switch 2 console. Do you have that?
I have a Switch 2 console.
Okay. Next thing you're gonna need is a Switch 2 AC adapter. Do you have that?
I have that. It's right here.
Perfect. And they do mention that you can use the old Switch adapter. It's just for charging. It won't work for docking. I don't know why they mention all that. But
I am going to plug it in. Is that what they want me to
plug
do?
it. Keep it plugged in. Yeah, it's gonna raise a couple percentages.
It is plugged in.
Okay. So, are you updated to the latest system, Drip?
I am. I believe. Yes.
All right. You're updated to the latest system. All right. Power off the console like normal. So do you know how to do that?
The full power off?
Yes, the full power off. You press and hold the power button. You go to more options and you turn off the console.
Oh shit! Hold on. Put it in sleep mode.
You put it into sleep. You did the wrong thing. Wrong one.
I did the wrong thing. Hang on. One more try. I got this. Okay. Holding the power button. Power options. We are going to power the system off completely.
That is right. That's how you do it.
System is now powered off. Okay.
That is right.
System is off. Now what?
Okay, next thing you do is press and hold the volume up and the volume down buttons. Just press and hold them. Both of them at the same time. You're gonna need two hands for this. Okay, are you doing that?
They're both down, yes.
Then press the power button once to turn the system on while continuing to hold those two buttons.
Okay, just press it and then let go.
Yep. Keep holding the volume buttons, and eventually
I got him down. I got him down.
Keep them down, and then
oh god, happened.
Keep them down, and the screen's gonna show up recovery mode. Do you see recovery mode?
It's in Switch 2. I am in recovery mode. I'm
Perfect.
in recovery mode.
That easy. That's all you need to do. That's literally. There's nothing.
As you can see,
yeah,
I can't get it all the way over there. The cable's too short.
Yeah,
I'm in recovery mode. Okay, now what?
Okay, now that you're in recovery mode, there's nothing you need to press. No buttons. There's nothing you need to do. Just simply going into recovery mode is going to reset your battery percentage back to where it's supposed to be. So now what you do is just press and hold the power button until it turns off. So just press and hold it until the system turns off. Don't press anything on screen.
I'm holding.
It'll take a couple seconds here.
It's off. All
right, now that it's off, power back on. Press the power button.
Okay, remember, we're at 61%.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a couple percent, it's been plugged in, so we're not going to, that doesn't count.
It'd probably be like 63, 64%. That's my guess.
So now
unless your battery was wrong, because I can tell you right now, mine changed.
We're turning it back on.
All right.
Nintendo Switch 2.
You can unplug the power cable, by the way.
We are at 71% now.
What? Yeah.
71%.
Uh-huh.
Yes. It went up 10%.
Went up 10%.
Holy shit.
So I do recommend all of you at home follow the step-by-step directions. We're going to put it in the link in the description.
That's crazy.
Because it sounds like most Nintendo Switch 2s have this problem, and it's not really a problem because the percentage, we talked about this yesterday's episode, Drip, the number that it shows you has nothing to do with the actual battery percentage. It's just a guesstimation. Well, the problem is that the software, for some reason, was uncalibrated with that guesstimation system and was showing you a incorrect number to what was actually happening. The battery itself is fine. The battery itself was just probably had more power than it was showing you. For me, I went from actually a very weirdly similar number to you. I had 63%. Not 61, but 63, and it went to 10% higher, went to 73%.
Yeah, mine was 10% too. That's crazy.
So,
and it works.
Megaboyd in chat from earlier, Megaboyd let us know he went from 22, where was it? 23% to 44. 21% difference for him.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely do. Okay. This clearly is something that needs to be done to your system.
Yeah. And as you guys can see, incredibly simple directions. There's no risk of breaking anything, nothing like that. So fix your systems, guys. If they got a little issue, just go ahead and do that. Follow those steps, and you can fix your Switch. I'll put it in the description right as we speak right now.
Yeah. I want the clip of this, too. I'm going to post it on my channel tomorrow.
Fix your systems. Okay. That's all wrong. Drip. I'm just going to leave. It's all looking like crap. I'm going to leave it for now. So, Drip. Glad we got that out of the way. You fixed your system.
Hey, it worked.
If you guys at home,
71. We did it.
If you guys fixed your percentages, let me know. I know for me, mine was hanging out. Someone in chat said this. It was hanging out like 86. Yeah, Beard says, oh, no. Beard's actually changed, went down. So interesting. Beards was over showing him. Interesting. Yeah, but somebody
86 to 83.
Yeah, somebody in chat said theirs was like 86. I can concur. My battery never went above 89%. I never saw 90%. And actually, I thought that was because I had that new setting turned on to stop charging 90%. So I thought, oh, I don't have an issue. It's just that's what the new setting does. Make sure. But I was noticing a lot of times it was at 84%. I'm like, why? Okay, just going to stop at 84, 83, 86. I'm like, this is weird. I feel like it should be closer to 90 than that. And it should have been, because actually what it was about it was like 93, 94, 96. That's what it really was. But I was looking at 10% lower. It's a very interesting update. Yo, switches, bitches. Hey, that rhymed. Look at me. Aren't I incredible?
That's
Update
good.
your switches, bitches. Okay, let's talk about this Pro Controller to wrap up the show.
Yeah, listen. I want to say something before you get into everything that's inside of this. I just want to say to everyone out there who told me that it can't be that good, that it can't be that great, that it's just a controller, it's not that great. When I came back from New York and I said, "Listen, you've got to try this thing. It's unreal. It's unreal. You can't explain it till you touch it."
Mm-hmm.
For everyone, all you naysayers out there.
But press the button, Drip. Press the button, Drip. You have a naysayers button.
Oh, I haven't done.
All those naysayers.
Yeah, you naysayers out there. Yeah. Who's laughing now? Because it is that good. It is that good.
We can say, Drip, they finally have made a Pro Controller. The Wii Pro Controller, Wii Pro Controller, not a Pro Controller. The Wii U Pro Controller, not a Pro Controller. The Switch One Pro Controller, although great, the best controller they ever made, not a Pro Controller. But guess what, Drip? They have finally made something that's a Pro Controller that I can honestly say, now that I've seen the inside of this thing, we can honestly say this is worth $85.
Dude, this thing is like
it was going to be $80. So fuck Trump for making it 85, but it's $80. Original price MSRP was going to be $80. This is absolutely worth $80. 85 is a little bit of stretch, but it's worth it.
I want to read a chat, a few of them actually. Megaboy said he was on board the whole time. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Jeff Troidvania says, you guys kept telling me it was so good, and then I bought it. It wasn't nearly as good as you said. It was infinitely better. So it was even better. Then hey, listen, I just got it at Costco for $75 too. Oh yeah, that's a little insider tip there too. The whole Costco trick. It's a good one.
Yeah,
$10 off.
Yeah, well, actually, I mentioned this to you that I asked Best Buy to give me a $10 refund to price match.
Oh, yeah,
and I did, and they gave it to me. So I actually got mine for $75 too, just from Best Buy because I asked them to price match.
GameStop does that.
Yes, people saying GameStop were. I think at this point you might be too late. You might have missed the boat.
I don't care.
Because they
listen,
probably
it's worth $85. I'm fine.
Yeah, it's worth it.
I don't care.
Let's talk about why it's worth it.
Yes, please.
The entire inside of this thing has been redesigned. It is a completely new product. Like this, while on the outside looks very similar to the original Switch 1 Pro controller, it's infinitely different. Now I'm gonna shout this guy's channel, VK's channel. I don't have a link in the description, but you guys can see it on screen right now. Here's VK. He unboxed this thing and also tore it down. And you're gonna just see some B-roll as we talk about this thing.
Yeah, I still haven't got to see this B-roll. I really wanted to, but I
wish I had 3 screens. This is a perfect one for 3 screens. So I'm going to pause it right here on the screen. If you guys are listening at home, I'll do my best to describe what's going on here. But basically what's going on here is, you know how everyone, including Drip, and it says that like it feels like it's rubbing on nothing. It's like air. It's like butter.
Yeah,
all descriptions.
Floating.
The guy's screwdriver is on the thing that is making the magic happen there. All they did, which is so simple but genius.
Yeah,
that's what
I was telling you earlier. When you told me what it was, I just started laughing. Like,
all they did to make it feel like that was to put a rubber gasket around the bottom of the controller, so the plastic stick cap itself, when it bottoms out on top of a rubber pillow.
On a pillow.
A rubber pillow. What you're feeling is a rubber pillow. It must be like, I don't know. Maybe the issues in the future could come to where that friction between the rubber stick cap and the plastic stick cap and the rubber pillow, maybe one of those can degrade over time with friction. I don't know. That's only time will tell. But for now, this thing feels like absolute goddess pillows. It is incredible.
Is there? I want to know this, and I'm gonna say you are gonna tell me no. But there are a lot of other people out in the world that are smarter than us and know a lot more about this shit than us. Is there another controller in the world right now that is using this system?
I think VK here, I think he actually talks about that there was one other controller doing this. I'm going to let you guys check his channel out to check out which controller that is. It's something I'd never heard of, though. So apparently Nintendo's not the first to do it, but they totally appled it and perfected
did it better.
Perfected.
Did it better. Okay. Third-party controller manufacturers are like you have to be paying attention to this at this point. Because one thing that I will say, all the controllers that I have reviewed and played with, used, one of the main problems is using a controller for a said period of time, and that wear and tear around the edges of the stick where it just rubs against the edge, rubs against plastic on plastic. I mean, you start just getting, it starts to make a groove, and it's nasty. There's crap all in it. It feels like crap. I mean, go back, like I know you have. Go touch your Pro controller now. Pro controller 1.
I don't ever want to touch that thing again.
It's like going from
I
that
truly,
to this is like,
I don't want to touch the PS5 controller. I love that controller. I don't want to touch it ever again.
Oh yeah, all of them.
Oh
my God! I picked up my kid's Switch and messed with the Joy-Cons. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. I will never do that again. Yeah. Those don't touch my hands. Those Joy-Con ones. No, sir.
Yeah.
But third parties at this point, you're put on notice here. Like if you're not doing this, like you don't have a chance at this point. Like this is the thing.
No, yeah, I will not buy any third parties.
In my review, in my little review I did of this controller, I said this will be that next thing. We saw them start to get the amiibo support and the cheaper version of their HD Rumble in some of these controllers and third-party Joy-Cons as we went on here. This will be the next thing. This will be the thing they're trying to replicate. And the thing about it is, now that we know how it's done, it's so easy. This is not like, oh, it's expensive technology. Because I talked to Binbach was a company I talked to very early on when they were developing some of their controllers that came out later in the Switch's life, but in their early development of those controllers. HD Rumble was something I asked them about, and they said that they wanted to put it in, but the technology was kind of expensive, and they didn't know if it was going to be worth it to put that money into it. They did actually end up taking that controller and putting out a second version of it with HD Rumble in it later when it became cheaper. So they did do it, but this is not that.
Mm-mm.
Like this is just it's basically like a big fat rubber band. Just lay it in there, and it
A
fixes
pillow.
everything.
It's a
I'm
rubber
sure there's
pillow.
more to it than that, but yeah, and there's more to it than that. But like, this is so simple. If you're
Yeah.
not doing this, if third parties are not doing this, like I'm gonna give them a little while to catch up. But like when we get to a certain point here, if you don't have this technology in your controller,
I don't want it.
like you are in the B tier of controllers now. They have done something here that is it is next level, and it is the simplest thing. It is the most simple design change to a controller. The fact that you're not using the plastic on plastic.
It's a simple
to stop
idea.
The movement.
I want to stop you because it's a simple idea, but the more you watch this video to see the intricacies of this new controller, this is complicated. And it's so complicated, in fact, that the guy tells you straight up, this is going to be an incredibly hard thing to repair. It's because of how complicated this new controller is packaged.
Okay. Haven't watched the video. Tell me more about that.
I will. Well, I'll tell you about this. So on screen, you guys are seeing this. There's more rubber on this controller. There's not just that. There is rubber gaskets around the ABXY buttons. Not the rubber pads. You know, what are those things called? The contact pads. They got those there as well.
The membranes.
The membranes are there too. But if you're looking at this right now, my mouse is over the parts that are rubber. It is just the circular area around underneath and around the ABXY buttons has rubber gaskets now that just make it so when you shake your controller, dead silent. And when you click the buttons, you hear a sound, of course. You got to hear something, but it's quiet AF. Like it's one of the quieter buttons you can have.
Do you remember how much shit I used to give third-party controllers if they were loud?
Yeah.
Like if I could shake it and hear the buttons.
This thing is it's nothing.
There's nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
I used to give that was like one of my parameters of a review was like, okay, shake test. Like, what's it sound like? And a lot of people cleaned it up later in the Switch's life. Lots of companies cleaned that up. But there were a bunch early that were just like, I mean, it sounded like there's broken parts in there just rattling around. The fact that they are taking it to this level is, I mean, it's not, okay. It's not pro controller as in like Sony's version of their, upgraded awesome controller with extra paddles and this and that and this and that. It is pro in the sense that it is manufactured to such high degree, and like every little piece of it is just it's luxury. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll get to more of that because it's also custom. It's luxury and custom because even the stick modules are no longer like off the shelf potentiometers. They're still potentiometers. We'll get to that in a second. But, the PS5 controller, the Xbox controller, the Switch One Pro controller, all of those Pro controllers use these same exact, for a long time potentiometer sticks. Like the 360 controller, I think, uses the same potentiometer sticks, okay? These, as you can see now, I don't have a comparison photo, but I can show you this. This right here, not an off-the-shelf part. This is a new custom potentiometer stick. Everything's custom about it. There's like this weird circular dome, which I don't know, man. Is there like lubrication on that thing? I don't know, but like it looks
never seen
looks different.
Like
and then the shaft of the stick is you may go that looks really weird. It looks really high. You'd be right. That is it's like twice as high as like your average off the shelf potentiometer stick that's in your PlayStation controller, your Switch One Pro controller, etc. The shaft is higher. So I think that also helps with like stability when you're using it back and forth. Like it feels a little bit nicer. It's a longer shaft. That is what she said. You're welcome.
I've almost said that like 5 times because you just won't stop saying it. But
it's a longer shaft. It's a big difference. And there's one I'm going to try to scrub.
Also what she said.
Yeah. I'm going to scrub in real time. Is that also what she said?
Yeah, also what she said.
So my guy here, what is his name here? His name on YouTube, VK's channel on YouTube. I'm going to shout him out again. He sacrificed one of his sticks to for science. Another thing, they're not soldered to the board anymore. They're now modular. Not that they're available on the market right now because they're brand new custom sticks from Nintendo. They will be, re-engineered and resold elsewhere, and hopefully Nintendo provides parts because that's what you should do in 2025. But they're now you just take a couple screws out and you can replace your sticks. No longer do you have to learn how to solder and buy a soldering iron. It's just like wink, wink. It's just like the Joy-Con sticks how it used to be. And we'll get to that in a second. Foreshadowing. We're going to get to a little bit of bad in a minute, potentially bad. But yeah, that's awesome. It's modular. Thumbs up, guys. Like, hell yeah.
No, that's huge. Like that, we should really take a second to state how big of a deal that is. Like, yes, we like you told me earlier, we are still in the place where we don't have these parts, but we will get these parts. People will have these parts. We will be able to buy sticks for our Pro controllers to put them in there and replace. And we don't have to worry about them.
Sorry.
The bad thing about the Pro controller was once the stick goes bad, you're done. Unless you can solder and you want to buy the whole thing and do all that. But at that point, it's like, what? Like, really? Are we going to do all that?
Right.
No, most people aren't. I mean, changing a stick out that you unscrew and take the ribbon cable out and put the new one in is one thing. But when you're talking about soldering, that gets a little hairy,
That's what she said.
People don't want to do that.
That's what she said.
Also, what she said.
What
are we doing? Why is this happening?
We're boys. That's the problem here.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
the point I'm trying to make is it's great that they're doing that. We should definitely celebrate that. Dickhead Nintendo, as we've been calling them throughout this episode.
I'm not going to celebrate that because they take it away by gluing down. I'm going to go back to full screen here. You can see. I didn't show this part, but I forgot to mention. This faceplate is replaceable. We've heard that people said, "Oh yeah, there's no screws holding this faceplate down. It's just a replaceable faceplate, but it's not clips either. It's adhesive." Which is kind of dumb.
Shit.
So the guy used a hairdryer to loosen the adhesive around, and you might actually need to do that because there's adhesive all around, like around the buttons, around everything. It's not like lathered in adhesive, but like the old Pro controller and most controllers, you just get you unclip a couple clips and you unscrew a couple screws and you're in. I
wondered how that worked.
This guy, you have to soften the adhesive, and that's going to be a big problem getting in here for most people because you might damage
I wondered how that worked because I started looking around the other day when I was doing that review, like really looking around, and I realized like there's no screw holes in this thing anywhere.
Yeah,
none.
They're all
none on the back, none on the front, none on the top, nowhere.
Right, as soon as you unadhesive the faceplate here, you see some screws and you start taking screws apart, but you have to get this off, which you might damage it or worse, getting it off. So that's,
and then putting it back on. I mean, once you pop the adhesive, if you don't have adhesive,
it's not going to be as
yeah, you're kind of out of luck there.
Yeah, you might need to use some super glue or something. I don't know, or buy some double-sided sticky tape. Anyway, I want to talk about this. This is the kicker. It's guys. I'm just going to say it. Pull the Band-Aid off right now. These stick modules, outside of the shaft being different, like you can't just swap these modules with the Joy-Con modules. Although I wonder if you could to get full-size Joy-Con sticks. Thinking about that.
Holy shit! What a mod that would be.
What if you could?
What a mod that would be.
Somebody figure that out, and I want to save this right now. But anyway, these modules share the same real estate as the Joy-Cons ones. They're in the insides here. We're looking at the inside of the Pro controller module. I don't have a comparison, but we looked at it, I think, last week or the other day. I don't know. Time is irrelevant to me. But this is potentiometer, the same exact potentiometers, units, whatever you want to call that. The same exact one as the Joy-Con has. Yeah. Not similar, exactly the same.
Yeah, I told you that blue, like I'm looking at, that's it. Yeah.
Exactly the same. It's got but it's the new redesigned potentiometers. So my theory from last time we talked about this, whenever that was, could still be intact, that they have somehow figured out to redesign this to make it not drift as quickly anymore. And because the confidence in Nintendo to sell you an $85 controller that's gonna drift in a couple weeks, according to some people, that's bold. If they just tossed. So I think these new potentiometers, they are different than last gen. They're still potentiometer, but so is PS5 and Xbox, and those don't have nearly the widespread issues that Joy-Con OG have. I think the redesign is something different that's not going to drift. Because why else would they put them in their Pro Controllers to now not only have Joy-Con drift, but just Nintendo drift?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've already edited or have actually, I don't think you've even started that. I talk a lot about this in a video you're going to be editing at some point later that I'm going to put out, talking about the ones in the Joy-Con. Now that I realize they're also in the Pro Controller, that is, I agree with you. I agree with you on the point where, I mean, they had a class action lawsuit. Like, this was a big, big thing. I really don't see them just sending out the same exact thing again for the same thing to happen. I don't see that happening.
Right.
But they do look very similar, and it is the same exact, like, setup. It just makes me very concerned about what's going to happen with this. I hope they figured something else out, because if they haven't and they just put this back out as just like we're just going to do it again, whatever. Like, again, we're going back to Nintendo just being that asshole. Like, I don't see that happening, though. I don't see that happening. It's got to be something different. And I mean, honestly, actually, now that I sit here and talk about it for a second and think about it, this could be a great thing, honestly. If they have that much faith in this thing that they took out the stuff that they had in the old Pro Controller and replaced not only
can I say this?
The Joy-Cons with this,
industry
but also
standard,
the Pro Controller.
The industry standard potentiometer sticks. They said, we don't need the industry standard. Our new redesigned ones are better? Question mark?
Or, yeah, either better or they're ours and they're cheaper if we get lots of them. And put them in I don't know where we're going with that. I don't know which way we're going to fall on that yet. But, okay, it could go either way. Either way. This could be a total fucking disaster, or this could be they figured it out. They know what they're doing. And, I mean, I hope that that's what it is. Looking at the rest of the Pro Controller, it gives me a little bit of confidence to say, yes, they have figured this out. That's why they put it in the Pro Controller and the Joy-Cons both. But knowing Nintendo and seeing what we've had previously, I'm still a little worried. I'm still worried. I don't know.
I'm concerned as well. I'm less concerned because, first of all, it's already done. It's happened. Nintendo did it. It's in our hands. There's no going back now. So either it's gonna it's a ticking time bomb. Whether it's either gonna go off when drift happens to you, or it's not, and this is a non-issue. What I will tell you guys is there's no point of rage baiting people right now, or to let's try and make a buck on Twitter, with new ad revenue on Twitter. There's no point of worrying about this.
Oh wait, so you're telling me I shouldn't make a thumbnail talking about Joy-Con drift in a couple days when I put this video out?
As long as your video is not going to be entirely, oh no, the world is over, the sky is falling, Nintendo is gonna.
It's not that. The video's not that.
Yeah,
it's not that.
Yeah, did I say Joy-Con drip again, Jeff? Did I really do that again? I hope I did.
You love me. You just love me.
I love you, Drip. You're my best friend. Yeah. Ooh, interesting to note here, Full Metal always bringing the knowledge here. Eventually, the rubber will get brittle and start breaking and crumbling, presumably into the controller. But it should take some time and years if it's good quality rubber. Correct. Yeah. I mean, even like if you have rubber gadgets in your house that you're going to use for more than a couple years, eventually the rubber is going to start going back to nature. And the oil is going to start leaking out. That's why if you ever touch like an old phone case or something and it's all slimy, it's because like rubber is essentially oil and it goes back to Mother Nature after a certain time. I had the issue with my keyboard, actually. Can I be so cool right now and flip my camera down? Watch this shit. Wow.
Oh, whoa.
I'm going to use extra light here. But my keyboard here has this extra light. It's a keyboard you use for gaming keyboard, they call it. And it comes with this wrist, this arm wrist rest. Yes. And this wrist rest had a rubber coating on it when I bought it 11 years ago. I've had this thing for 11 years, believe it or not. And this rubber coating, as of this year, was becoming liquid. It was sticky and then became wet. And I was like, shit, what's going on? And then I'm like, oh, right. Rubber goes back to nature at some point. All you got to do is take the rubber or take some alcohol, and use gloves so you don't get all rubber oil over your hands, but just some alcohol and just get off the heat. Now it's just hard plastic. It's no longer rubber coated. It's just hard plastic. But what we're talking about here with Full Metal, the rubber inside your controller is going to fail. Just like a lot of things is going to fail about the controller over time anyway. I don't think there's nothing to worry about with the rubber failing inside here. I think it's going to last a decade at least. There's no reason why the rubber inside here shouldn't last a decade. And after a decade, maybe it might fail, but you got a decade's use out of it. It's not, it's not a throwaway. It's not a throwaway product. It's not like but you're getting 10 years out of it. So if you get 10 years out of it, you should be happy. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that.
I don't know. Listen, I know what else to say about it. Not that. This controller. This is a work of art. This is the best controller, I think, at this point that Nintendo has made. Yes, by a mile. Like, the last one was great. I really liked it. This is the standard. I mean, this is the bar, right? This is it. Is it not?
I think Sony and Xbox, not that Xbox is going to be a company any much longer, at least not making consoles.
God, yes, they are.
Not making consoles much longer. But Sony and Xbox are put on notice now. Like, the next controller.
Everybody.
We didn't even talk about the upgraded HD Rumble in this thing, which is awesome. It's
which is great.
It's much better than the OG. It feels more similar to a PS5. It's somewhere in between.
It's not nearly as like intense.
Aggressive. It's less aggressive, which I love.
Yes, it's nuanced.
Yes, it's a refined Rumble. Rumble.
It is. It's very good.
Nintendo's new product, refined Rumble. Listen, I'm never advocating for somebody to go broke on something, unless it's this right here. Like, for God's sakes, buy this controller if you have a Switch 2.
Yeah, listen, the one.
Buy it.
That's it. You do not need anything else. And you could probably live your life without that controller, but your life wouldn't be as good. I can promise you that.
I promise you that. And hey, Drip, I don't know about you. I charged this thing on opening night last Wednesday.
I have not charged mine.
Not even once.
Not even once.
I charged mine on opening night because I believe it had no juice in it. So I charged it.
I put mine overcharged that night. Once I plugged it in, I never have. So if that's what you're getting at, I've been using it every day.
Every day. Since last week.
I haven't charged it yet.
Haven't charged it since opening night. Since
it's a 40-hour battery, right?
It's apparently, I looked it up today. It's the same. It's rated for the same as Switch 1, which was great, and it charges twice as fast as OG. I think the OG one technically took 6 hours to get to full charge. This one takes 3.
I mean, it's pro in so many ways that other pro controllers aren't.
Hey, it's got back buttons.
But it also has the back button.
To get back buttons on PS5, you have to spend $200 to get back buttons. Microsoft, you got to spend at least $120.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's hard. Like, yes, it's not as flashy. It doesn't have like the bells and whistles and all the stuff. No, it doesn't. But what it has is like the best quality build you have probably ever seen in a controller.
Joey
which
Pitts,
gives like that's more of the pro level for me. That's like, when I think something is pro, like a professional level piece of equipment. I think of like, unless you're talking about gaming, because then it's like, oh, it's got it's different. But if you're talking about like sports, like a professional level, I don't know, whatever. Insert sports equipment here. But a top tier professional level thing is not just, oh, I have more bells and whistles. This is manufactured the best it could possibly be. The science behind this is the best it can possibly be. That's why you pay more for it, because it's just better. That is what this is. This is a pro version of that in this sense, which I think is much more important than, a box full of extra triggers you can slap on the back. That's a hat I would like you to keep wearing, not the knife. I like that one better.
If Apple made a controller, a game controller, this would be it.
Why are you taking it out? Put it away.
If Apple made a game controller, this would be it.
Yeah, I agree. It takes all these little things,
I'm
makes
not an
them
Apple
seamless.
fanboy. Here's my Motorola phone right here that I daily drive
Yeah.
every single day.
Well, I mean,
Not
it's a
an
good
Apple
analogy.
fanboy.
That's a good, not weird analogy, finally, from you.
Because I'm not an
It's like a
idiot.
not.
Because I'm not an idiot who goes, Apple is stupid. I like Android. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah, because that's the way Apple does things.
Yeah.
They take these things and wait, but they put them in, and when they put them in, it's not like in your face. It's seamless. It's just there, and it works perfectly in the
By the
background.
way, my
as
Motorola.
it's intended to.
Sorry. I was just laughing because I realized my Motorola phone that has a MagSafe case on it because Apple made the best solution for magnetic car mounts while also retaining
Yes, yeah,
wireless charging. You know.
Yeah, it is amazing. But
yeah.
But no, your analogy is perfect with this. They've taken all these little things, and even touching it, I'm like, okay. Like when I was in New York and I told you, like, dude, something's up with this. I don't know what it is. Don't know what's happening here, but this is like, whoa, it's crazy. It just works. It's in there. It's not like in your face. Check out the new dumb, blah, blah, blah. It's got the sticks and the blah, blah, blah. No, they're just like, here's the new controller. It's amazing. It is a pro controller.
Can I just say this too? You can speak on this better than anybody. I mean, how many third-party controllers out there just pack features into a controller? Screens.
Oh yeah,
LED lights, 15 programmable buttons. You name it. Replaceable D-pad, swappable ABX, Y, and stick. You name it.
And that shit's cool. It is cool.
But that's not what you need. That's not what we need.
No, it's not.
Fun.
It's novelty.
It's a toy, you know?
Yeah.
This is a fucking workhorse, pickup truck that's also a Lamborghini at the same time. It's like an electric vehicle truck. It goes 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, but also tows your shit for your work site. I mean, this thing is.
It's good, man. It's good.
One more thing I want to talk about. Hey, there's one thing about it that sucks. Doesn't work on PC apparently, unless you plug it in. Maybe we'll try this live. I can't. I'm not playing a game. Apparently, this Bluetooth standard is not the same standard as OG of Nintendo Past, so you can't just wirelessly connect this to Android, iOS, or PC.
Yeah, but the Joy-Cons were like that too, at first. So I mean that could be fixed. Another thing I want to bring something up here. Joey said this is a really good thing too. I don't know if you realize this, but you can customize the back buttons individual games, and it just remembers when you start playing that games, your back buttons go back to what it was programmed to for that specific that. Right. That is a pro feature. That is
1,000%. It's the best pro feature on a controller I've seen yet.
Yeah, that's really good.
Not only do you have to worry about like button combinations to program them, you just press and hold the home button, open up that menu, you change brightness in. You can also change the button mapping, and it's like you just said, saves per game.
Yeah, and that too. I
and
brought
per
that
profile,
up in my video.
Per game and per profile. So if your partner picks up your pro controller and plays Mario Odyssey, their back button combinations are going to be different than yours. Seamlessly.
Right. It's for your profile for the game. But that's another thing I did mention in the review that I put out for it. The fact that they just put the back button mapping on the home screen, on the home button. All you gotta do is hold the home button down and it pops up. The GL and GR buttons, you just go down to it. Once you get on the one you want, GL or GR, you press A, and then that's it. It says, okay, what button do you want on this? And you just press it. That's it. Every other one of these controllers that has that option, it's either an app, it's a button combination you have to hold down to get that to recognize that you're about to map something. It's a bunch of bullshit that I never use because I don't want to learn. Again, I look at a lot of controllers, so I'm not trying to learn that system for every control. Like I never even talk about back buttons except for the fact that they're there in my videos because I'm not going to sit around and like, okay, well, what's the button? No, I'm sorry. If you like them, they're there. You can learn them once you buy the controller. It's just in there. It's just baked in right into the system. And I mean, they do have the advantage of it being their system, their software, their controller. obviously, yes. But Xbox has controllers that do this. Does it do that in their main menu? Like as
I
soon
do
as you
not-
press a button, can you go right to that?
Do not know. Can never afford $100+ controller. Just can't do it. This is the closest I've ever come.
Closest
to get closest I've ever come is this $95 with tax.
To get that option, you're paying a lot more. And I don't know about the I know that the Sony one has a menu, but I'm not sure if it's just hold the home button for a second, pop it up, do your stuff, get out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean, I don't think they save per game either.
What?
I'm gonna guess
all these are
they
things
don't.
I don't know. People at home probably know.
Yeah, correct me in the chat or comments later if I'm wrong about that. But I mean, anybody upset about $85 for this particular controller? Look around what the markets are on controllers that have these features and that are built the way that this one's built, and I think you're gonna probably feel a little bit differently about it. $85 is what it's worth.
Can I drip? I've never been more satisfied in a purchase in my life.
No, yeah, dude, dude, I've been waiting for this for so long. I'm just so glad I'm not let down in the slightest.
Yeah.
I was very worried throughout this whole experience of waiting for this thing. Like, we're getting these little hints here and there. Everything sounds good. Sounds good. But it's like, what if Nintendo's us? What if they Nintendo us? They didn't.
They didn't.
They did. They just gave us something really, really good. I totally agree. I feel so good about my purchase of all of this stuff. I'm, it's expensive. It is.
Nintendo.
Like, there's no getting around that.
You made a lot of mistakes, though. I'm not forgetting about them. Drip's not going to forget about them.
Oh,
Listeners at home not going to forget about them. The fact that I had to break the seal on my sealed Tears of the Kingdom just because you wanted to change the system. And what if I didn't? What if I didn't have the second copy?
Happy.
Then Mrs. Jeeb would have to buy Tears of the Kingdom to play in the Switch 2 and retain the OLED other than doing a complicated song and dance every time I want to play a game. You got to buy a second copy of the game. So
we're not going to forget about that stuff. They're assholes.
Mm-mm.
The Switch 2 is awesome.
I can hold a grudge.
Very, very happy with the Switch 2.
I'm from
very
Philly.
happy with the Pro
I'm
controller.
from Philly. I hold a grudge to the Blackhawks for beating the Flyers in 2010. I hold a grudge to the Cardinals for beating the Phillies' best record of all-time team in 2011. I hold a grudge for the Sixers, who haven't won a chip with Joel Embiid yet in his 10-year career. I know this is not a sports podcast. The point is I can hold a grudge.
Hey, man, I'm with you. Giants 2010.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, God. Okay, we're not going there.
No.
Don't fire him up. Don't get him fired up. Okay. Yeah, I agree. You're right.
What is that man's name who hit that
purchase.
opposite field home run? God damn him. He was a little... Oh, I hate that guy in the Giants. Oh, my God. Cody or something?
Okay.
What was his name? I forget his name, but I remember his face.
We're not going there. Listen, this podcast is done. This has been a great one.
Damn you, Cody Ross. I'll never forget that opposite field home run.
Why are you doing this to him? Why are you doing this? This podcast is over. I want to thank all you guys for hanging out. We've had a lot of you guys here live the whole time. Really appreciate that. The Switch 2's here, G. We're in the era. Welcome to the Switch 2 era. Oh, hey. That's a nice hat.
It's a nice hat.
Nice hat you got there.
Go Birds.
It's a nice hat.
Eagles won the Super Bowl. Again.
I know.
Crazy. We love you guys. If you're in the live chat, don't go anywhere. We'll do a quick after show for the rest of you guys who are listening on audio platforms or watching this on YouTube after the live stream is concluded. We will see you guys next week.
Later.
I did the 4 again. Why did I do the 4? It's my new side. Guys, that's what we're doing now. We're doing 4 fingers. Not 2. Not 3, whatever.
He wants lots of peace. Double the peace.
Yes.
So much peace.
Oh, man.
So much peace.
And it's the after show drip. I want to thank you guys. You guys have been here from the start. We appreciate you. It's been a great show tonight. I feel like I was on my game. I feel like I showed up for the podcast, you know?
You were here. You did great. feel like the energy was nice. And thank all of you guys for being here and sticking around like this whole time.
Fuck Cody Ross so hard, by the way.
Oh my God, are we going there? Are we going there?
I'm kind of a fan of Pablo Sandoval, so I can't like shit on him.
Yes.
I can't shit on Pablo. I kind of always was a kind of a fan of him. He's a fat guy, represent fat guys playing baseball. But yeah, no, that Giants team was crazy. They were like a team that didn't deserve to be in the playoffs in terms of their record, and just won the whole fucking thing. And then did back to back with Hunter Pence to rub it in my face in 2012. Hunter Pence.
Jesus Christ. Hey, we got Rich Rodriguez back in Morgantown, though.
Hey!
Go Mountaineers!
Nobody cares about college.
Got old Coach Rod back. It's going to be an interesting one. No, man, listen. All Mountaineer sports are probably going to go back to the top just because Coach Rod's here. That's how, dude. We're going back. Going back.
Yeah.
Going back to the era.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
college sports.
Double
in
doink. Double doink, am I right? You don't know what double doink is, do you?
No.
Only Philadelphia and Chicago sports fans know what double doink is. I'm just going to leave it right there. You guys ever get hungry? I make some delicious food pizza. I would hope it's food pizza. What's just pizza? If not food pizza?
What delicious food pizza do you make?
I need to know. You need to give us the details. What, Miss G, why are you talking about ice cream right now?
Wait, hold on. If you weren't making food pizza, what other kind of pizza would you be making? I need to know that answer too. Like, what other kind of pizza are you making if it's not food pizza?
Mrs. G, you can't be angry. I've converted you an Eagles fan. She was a Bears fan back when it happened, but
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
In that case, fuck the person working 40 hours a week living was a good idea. What? What are we talking about?
I'm wearing my favorite clothing shirt.
My favorite clothing shirt. Don't make fun of Martin.
I want to know about this pizza.
Martin,
I need more information.
Yeah.
I need more information.
It's probably an English thing, is my guess. I'm going to give Martin the benefit of the doubt. It probably just made a little boo-boo with English. It's fine.
Okay,
I make boo-boos with English.
What it is.
It's my first language, and I have boo-boos with it. You guys ever hear the show before?
Oh, shit. I make my fair share, too. You're the king, though.
I'm sorry. I'm going to get her ice. I didn't say. All I said was, where is this coming from? I'm like, because I'm wondering if she already got ice cream and she's going to bring me down some ice cream. That's what I want to find out. That's
get
my
her
favorite
ice cream, dude.
What? Right now? All right, see. I'm going to be right back.
All right, there we go. All right. Now it's my show. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Drip Podcast, the Drip Feed. You cast the MVPs. All right, he was joking. All right, I thought he was really gonna go.
I mean, you gave me shit. I mean, what do I gotta do? Stop what I'm doing in a live stream and just go get ice cream for her? Oh, good riddance.
Okay.
Oh, Joe.
Okay,
how dare you? Get Joe's back.
Hold up.
What?
Okay, so he's talking about like straight up like Italian pizza, like
Italian pizza,
the real deal.
Hey, mamma mia.
The real deal. They sell out of a food truck.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All fresh ingredients.
Where you at? DM me your truck. I'll go there. I'll drive anywhere.
Pizzas from margarita to anything you like.
Oh, fuck yes, dude.
Yeah, let me know where that's at, because if I'm ever around,
I will go there.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You kidding me? If they make food in a food truck.
Pennsylvania? What? Wait, where?
I'll be in Pennsylvania next month. Where?
Dude, I'm in Pittsburgh
like
3 times a week.
Martin, where? Where? Is it Philly or Pittsburgh? Where is it? Tell us. We're coming. Benvitas. But is it closer to Philly or closer to Pittsburgh? Because you're in different parts of Pennsylvania. We need to know. I'm not holding
in
our breath.
Pennsylvania. I'm in West Virginia, but I'm an hour from Pittsburgh.
I'm looking it up. It's a real thing. I'm gonna share. Can I put your link in the chat, sir? Shout your business out.
Bin Venets.
Thank you.
Yes, put the link in the chat. Absolutely.
Fuck
Throw
yeah.
it in there. Let's do this.
Hell yeah. Oh, calzone, strombolis. Hey, fucking garlic knots. Let's go.
I want to check it out.
Are you from? Is your family from Italy,
that
Martin?
truck is sick. Holy shit.
This website looks like legit.
What a wrap.
It's not DiGiorno's. It's Benvitas. Let's go.
Pizza Factory.
Where?
Specialty
Is
pizzas.
Locations.
Chicken
locations.
bacon ranch. Oh, you already got me. Chicken bacon ranch.
Look, he's a
Barbecue
Pittsburgh
chicken.
motherfucker. He's in Pittsburgh. God damn it.
Oh shit!
Rep
I'm
gets to
coming.
try the pizza.
I'm gonna be there.
Fuck. I want to try the pizza. God damn it. I don't get to try the pizza. Pittsburgh's like 6 hours from Philly. It's not
I'm like, dude,
You're right there.
listen.
Shit.
DM me. Let me know what's going on with this because I'm gonna come get some pizza.
Fuck. There's an info email. I'm not gonna share that, but I'll say I'm gonna email it and ask you guys kindly to move your business to Philadelphia. Benvenotes. Benvenotes? Is that Ben V? Holy shit. Ben V Nits. What? There's so many pronunciations. I'm confused now.
I'm still checking out the
I'm being
menu.
confused. you're checking out what you're gonna get. God damn. I want
Dude,
this
that
pizza.
buffalo chicken looks legit. You know I love a good buffalo chicken pizza.
Right here. Look,
Gee,
guys,
you know
look at
this
this
about
fucking
me.
truck.
You know this about me.
Go support this guy. Right here. Is that you? Did we find you? Is that your face? Tossing pizza? They better be.
Build your own specialty pizzas, calzones, strombolis,
Oh,
knots.
look at that pizza.
Listen,
Look at that
okay.
pizza. That's not me. Oh my God, I want pizza right now. Oops, wrong screen. Over here. I want pizza
Yeah,
right now.
if you're not in the Discord, hop in the Discord, please.
Yes, please
Get the-
do, Martin.
Yeah.
Martin, you're not.
Mine
We've now
or
adopted
the-
you. We've adopted you, so you have to be here every time now. So just so you know.
Oh, dude, you're my new pizza guy. I'm gonna get pizza from you. Like,
Fuck, I want pizza so bad now. Why did you do this to me, Martin? Pizza, this all stemmed from pizza food. It's my favorite pizza food.
I love how over the door of the truck it says "We know dough." I like that. That makes me happy. All this makes me happy. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I listen. I will be checking out this pizza for sure. There's absolutely no way that I'm not.
Ben.
Oh, you know what I should do? I should do what we used to do back in the day. Get a nice pizza, bring it down here, and then we'll eat it live.
Oh, I missed the first part what you said.
I said what we used to do back in the day when I had Papa Allen's.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring it down. We'll do a live taste test on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting that buffalo chicken for sure. For sure.
We forgot to we did the beer of the week, but we didn't do the notes. We gotta get the notes of our great value drinking water. You wanna do a little?
It's actually decent stuff. I also have Aldi Pure Aqua. Bottle of each.
A slight chemical taste at the end. Probably gonna get cancer from it, but it's not a big deal. It tastes great for now.
I mean, you gotta die of something, right?
Oh, this has been fun tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out. You guys have been rock solid tonight.
Yeah,
Appreciate you
it has
guys.
been great. Really appreciate you.
Hey, I'm gonna shout myself out for a second. I make videos now. I mean, I did make videos before on my personal channel, but I just made a video recently. First video in. Look, I mean, I made videos earlier this year. First legitimate video I made in basically 2 years.
Dude, it's popping off though.
Yeah,
Like,
what's it at now? I'm kind of curious what it's at now. Uncle
the number
Gene.
it showed me when I watched it was 800 and some views, which I know is actually lower because
Right.
YouTube's count is always slow.
Yeah, it's over 900. It's currently showing on 906, but it's probably around like 920, something like that. I'm just gonna.
Also, can I just say,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
good video, well spoken.
Thank you.
loved the tone,
Thank
loved
you.
the energy, loved everything about it.
Thank you.
One of your best, if not your best, work.
No, you're right. No, I can say, judging my own work here, for sure, this is the best video I've ever made. Like,
Yeah, like all of it was like,
yeah.
you had me. Like, you had me watching because you were very on point with the things you were saying. You moved from one thing to the next very smooth. Dude.
I'm on a roll tonight. I'm on a roll from yesterday. I brought that roll over for tonight. You know, I'm on a roll. We got to keep the train a coming, rolling round the bend. I don't know the rest of the words. It goes somewhere I don't know when. That's a great question, Joey Pitts. Does the GoPro cameras work for Switch 2? I
Ooh.
wonder. You should plug in a capture card camera into there. I bet it works. Bet it works just fine.
Oh my God, like a capture card, just, you think it would?
It's USB
and like
signal.
a full on, oh my God. Could you imagine if I just came in there with like a
You should unplug your USB capture card, plug it into the Switch dock, and then turn on game chat and see what happens.
That is so much right now. I can't.
Oh no,
It's all-
I don't mean right this second. I'm just saying you need to do that.
That's a very interesting idea. I don't see why it wouldn't. I guess it would
What do you
totally
want?
work.
What do you want? She came to bother me, she says. You're bothering me in the chat, now you're gonna bother me in real life.
Yeah.
What about this ice cream stuff? What do you need ice cream for right now? Huh? I don't mean that. I want ice cream. In fact, I want to go get ice cream because you've been talking about ice cream. That's why I'm mad, because you're talking about this ice cream stuff, and now I want to go get ice cream.
Dude,
Culver's
just go get
closed.
ice cream.
But Culver's
Just
closes,
stop.
right?
Stop talking.
Or they,
10?
Go get ice cream.
but I gotta upload this now. It's gonna take.
Fine, I'll go get it.
Well, yeah, go get ice cream. Go get ice cream. Don't talk about ice cream and not bringing ice cream home. That's why I'm mad at Martin for talking about pizza and not bringing me pizza.
Dude, I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. He's like, dude, I'm so excited for that. I'm gonna find where that truck's at. I'm gonna show up. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I derailed you.
It's fine. It's the after show. I guess we should wrap it up here, Drip. And
Yeah,
I tell
gotta go to
people,
bed. I got lots of stuff to do
yeah.
tomorrow.
Are we making a video tomorrow morning, or am I just cutting up and posting what we did tonight because it was good?
I mean,
I don't know.
Cut it up.
We'll talk about it.
I need the cut up of me doing that thing live. I want that clip if you would.
Oh yeah,
cut
I
that
can.
out for me.
I gotta get that.
I would like to post that.
And I
on
gotta
my
get the
channel.
controller one too. Those are 2 clips. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Tomorrow morning there'll be a new video on the channel. Make sure to stay tuned. Although you probably already saw it here tonight, because I think we're just gonna clip what happened tonight, because it really was peak conversation. Wait, what now? Uncle Jeep deserves the same type of ice cream.
First one's on me free. Yes.
Hey. What about me?
You ain't going. Get out. My pizza.
Man, if I was coming your way this year, we could have went over to
We would
get
just
some
go.
pizza.
Yeah, we would. Yes. Post pic.
Can we
I
add a
will
week's
post pic. No, we're gonna do a whole thing with this pizza. If I can get it, I'm bringing it back to my house. We're going live and we're eating it.
I want pizza. Guys, new video on the channel tomorrow morning, maybe 2. Also, make sure to hug your wife, hug your kids,
Ew.
kiss your family.
Screen is filthy.
Because I've been touching it like this all night, waving it around to the camera. Don't make fun of me.
It's probably not gonna work. You're gonna get done here. It's just.
Yeah, bro, I did drop it twice.
What?
I dropped it twice on the keyboard tonight.
Yeah, hopefully it still works. That'd be great.
Yeah, guys, tomorrow, new video in the channel tomorrow morning. Don't forget to stay tuned. Sunday evening, don't forget Sunday evening, guys. Sunday evening, Mario Kart stream on this channel. Be there, 7 Eastern. Drip is live streaming tomorrow night. You said on your channel.
Yes, I will be doing Mario Kart on my channel tomorrow night.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be
At
making
7 or 8,
videos.
I don't
tomorrow.
know.
Yeah, and I'll be making videos to go up on your channel, to go up on this channel, to go on my channel.
There's a video
my
going
next
up tomorrow too.
My next review is going. This is what I do now. My next video is this one. I'm gonna make a video on the Pro Controller.
Yeah.
And then
if
after
you're wondering,
and after that,
what games?
Neo Grip.
Yes. And well, you have another thing you got to do a video on too.
What the what? Your video or
The other grip.
Well, yeah, it's not
There's
here
a whole
yet.
nother grip,
Whenever
too.
it gets here, you know.
Yeah.
Probably that's a
Tomorrow,
next week
though,
thing.
If you're wondering what games on the Nintendo Switch 2 use mouse mode, I'm gonna have all the answers for you.
It's
tomorrow
done.
morning.
I edited it. It's done.
I saw it. I watched it. It's perfect.
Perfect.
Love it.
Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you guys live next Wednesday, but we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Later.